This presentation will be exploring whether America should legalize a live donor organ market. So for some background information, what is a live donor? A live donor is someone who undergoes a medical procedure to remove an excess organ, so they may continue on with their lives almost unaffected, just with the absence of an organ that they don't need, but someone that's sick does. Common examples of this are kidneys, portions of the liver, lung lobes at certain times. Also, parts of the small and large intestine can be donated. A live donor market would legalize selling these organs. So people could potentially get a financial boost from parting with an excess organ that they don't need and giving it to someone who is sick and does need that organ. In our current system, we have many organs coming from deceased donors, but we also have some coming from live donors who are just altruistic donators. Right now, no organs from either living donors or deceased donors may be sold. We operate on a system just by donations. So current arguments for the legalization of a live donor market are that we have a very short supply of organs in America today. The number of people needing an organ to save their lives far outweighs the number of organs that are actually available to them. So hopefully by offering a monetary incentive for people to donate an organ or to sell an organ, hopefully that would increase the number of organs on the market and could actually save many more lives. Also, people argue that we need to have the freedom to sell possessions, and sometimes possessions are body parts. By taking away the right to sell a body part, it would take away the fundamental right to do whatever you want with your own possessions. Also, people are arguing that it would be a great financial boost for some, especially people that are in debt or just want to save up for something a little special. The arguments against this, primarily from a religious standpoint, people argue that it devalues the human body. By selling organs and attaching a monetary value to a piece of your body, it is not taking into account the moral value it has. Also, it would hurt impoverished individuals because it would create a system in which poor would sell organs to rich. And that is not fair to the people that are living in poverty. It would also decrease altruistic donations. There was a study done with blood tests or blood donation. And when people were offered money to donate blood, there would be less people showing up to the other blood donation on the other side of town. So my argument is that we should not legalize a live donor organ market because it would harm people living in poverty. Now, how would it harm our country's poor? Well, the first reason is that our public is very uninformed, and being informed takes extra resources. One must spend time and energy in becoming informed on organ donation. So the two options for our public are to spend the extra resources and spend the extra time and energy that they wouldn't have had to spend if we had not legalized this, or they would suffer the consequences of not being informed and making a decision anyway. It would also impose options, especially on people in poverty. When options become available, people can be faulted for choosing and not choosing them. So, say someone was in debt. Right now, under our current system, they're expected to look for a job or look for another way to make money. But if we chose to legalize a live donor organ market and it became normal for people to sell an extra kidney or just sell a lobe of their lung, then they might be pressured into selling an organ. So the option to sell organs would cause an unjust societal pressure on the impoverished, and no one should be forced into selling something that is a part of their body. It would also make altruistic donations scarce. Like with the blood donation example from earlier, the altruistic donations would decrease. When people are offered money to do something, they won't want to do it for free, and people that are in poverty cannot afford to buy organs, so they'd have very, very limited access to potentially life-saving organs. It would create a kind of a classism, I guess, because people that did not have access to money would have no chance of receiving organs because the altruistic donations, the organs they could get for free, are almost impossible to find. People that had a large sum of money, however, would be able to purchase their life-saving gift. So in conclusion, a live donor organ market could only lead to harming our country's poor, and it should not be legalized in America.